Good afternoon, everyone. Austin here. We're so glad you're with us. This is Austin, the founder of Flashpoint, manifesting the moment of your big breakthrough. And let's see, this way, beautiful Mandy May, my co-host. Mandy, how are you?
I'm really well. Thank you for asking. How about yourself?
I get goosebumps every time I hear that.
Yes. It's like,
why?
This is it. This is it. Yeah.
Because that's how fast,
It happens.
Change can happen.
Yep. Absolutely. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I do have something else prepared.
I knew that you would.
I just scouted across my paperwork here. And I think it's very pertinent to everything we're going to be discussing today.
Yeah.
So, we're both nature lovers, and many of the folks that come on here are nature lovers too, which is absolutely awesome. And I came across 3 quotes some time ago, and I wrote them down on this little piece of paper, and I found it today, and I thought, you never know, I might have use for that in the show. And I'd forgotten all about it. So the first one is by George W. Carver. You probably know him better than I do. And based on something you've just previously shown me, which we're going to show later, this ties in with that.
Okay.
Nothing is more beautiful than the loveliness of the woods before sunrise.
Ooh, yes.
And I know that because I've been up in the Trent Hills on the golf course, literally as the sun's peeking over the top of the forests, and the beams of light, just as fast as that flash was at the beginning of Flashpoint, boom, and it just hits the land, and it's just like paradise. It's incredible. Yes. The next one is John Muir.
Yes.
And he said, every walk with nature, in every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks.
Absolutely.
Which is incredible.
Absolutely. Every time I go.
Every time. Yeah.
And I've been there thousands of times, and every time something opens up.
Same here.
Thank you.
And the last one, which really, really speaks to me because I love trees. Joyce Kilmer said, I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree.
Yep. And
I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree.
Beautiful poems. And we'll talk more about that.
That just felt like, yeah.
It's a grounding. So let's do this. Let's kick off the show like we normally do. Let's kick off the show.
Absolutely.
We want to welcome you.
So let's kick off the show with the light bulb. I'm looking at it, the hourglass.
The hourglass. So the hourglass is a symbol to be in the moment. Because if you got to this show live playback, if you're like me, your thoughts are racing. I got to do this. I got to do that. How long is this show? What do I have to do next? And this. Pause and breathe. Dial into this present moment. Time is unfolding. This is life right now. Whatever you have to do or get to do, you're going to get there. I promise you. It's coming. It's coming. The future will get there in due time. The past is already done. All we have is this life as it's unfolding now. We're going to create some magic today. We have some incredible guests. So while we have it planned, much of this show is unplanned, but we're intentional. And intention is as that unfolds, like, what is the significance for you? You might be asking. As time unfolds, can I dial into the moment as it's happening? And then can I maybe be intentional about where it's going? I can't exactly control where it's going to go. But I always have the opportunity to dial into the present moment and be intentional about where that sand is going, and trust that if I'm intentional long enough and strong enough, and I'm in the present as much as I possibly can, I energetically can create magic for myself and others and create a flashpoint moment. So say yes. Type in yes in the chat. We want to know you're present. I want to know you're present today. I want to know you came here to get something today. I want to know you came here to give something today, because your chats are valuable to me. We're going to get to your chats. So that is the present moment. Andy, back to you.
Bring it back up. Something else that I think is very important based on what you just said, whilst we cannot control what goes into the past from the present moment, what we leave behind, as it were, it made me think of the word legacy. And when you're in the present moment and your life is unfolding before you in the present moment, you might just want to consider, what do you want your legacy to be? What can you intentionally leave behind so that people coming down the road can benefit from the past? Just
Beautiful.
a thought.
Beautiful. Type in the word legacy.
Nice.
There we
nice.
Go. All right,
so now we go on to the Edison light bulb.
There we
yes,
go. Boom.
Yes. Love this. Love this. So Thomas Edison was an inventor, a very famous, prominent inventor. And the light bulb is the thing that stands out most when people think of Thomas Edison. This man created thousands of different ways to success. People out there could say, oh, he failed 10,000 times or however many it was. I disagree. They were different ways that created the success that you see in the Edison light bulb. The breakthrough moment happened. And to tie in with that, I have two quotes of Thomas Edison, and they're very, very powerful, very, very powerful. He said, first of all, I'm proud of the fact that I never invented weapons to kill. Wow. That just gives me the shivers.
Wow.
Because here he created a light bulb which gives us light. And, you know, we think of lights in theaters where surgeons are creating magic with their skills, or lights in tunnels with trains and everything. That light bulb is so useful in human society. But he was focused on being proud that he didn't invent anything, any weapon to kill. And the second one, this will get you thinking, anyone and everyone here, about the light bulb. He said this: we don't know a millionth of 1% about anything. Take that into perspective with the light bulb. We don't know a millionth of 1% about anything, which talks to the power of the brain that is unused. Yeah. And yet with the abilities that he had and these thousands of different ways, he created the light bulb and still could say, we don't even know a millionth of 1% about anything. You would look at that and think, how could he even say that? His knowledge and his creativity,
knowledge and creativity
and everything must have been phenomenal, colossal, right?
Yes.
And yet he was humble enough. So everything we're doing, everything we're creating, always remember, it comes from up above, and humility is the key to success, I believe.
And this light bulb is from the actual site. I was there where the light bulb was invented. I was on site. This is a replica.
Yes, you actually spoke to him, didn't you? You were right there. I remember.
I spoke to him. Yes, I spoke to Thomas Edison. Although I did interview Albert Einstein.
Do you know, I was just going to say that. You took the words right out of my mouth.
That's another story. I have to share that another day. But we are rolling. And then the last thing we do here before we bring on our first guest
is our Liberty Bell. Liberty Bell.
We use the Liberty Bell here.
We do. So for any moments in the show that come to your mind, or something that stands out in the show, somebody says something, somebody does something, you want to add something that's like an aha moment, put it in the chat room and give Austin the ability to flex his muscles and ring that Liberty Bell.
Yes. Andy, let's get on to the show. We have an exciting show today. I want you to get your energy up. I want you to share this with one person that needs hope, inspiration, encouragement, something. They're looking for it. They're seeking. They're going through the stuff. They're feeling the feels, and they want inspiration. This is it. We're here every week broadcasting. I can't compete with CNN. I don't have the budget to compete with ABC. No, but I have you, and I have your ability to say, share with one person. We've had people that have been radically changed because they got this show. This next guest I'm going to bring on, I'm very excited because I attended the Ultimate Speaker competition last weekend.
Yes.
Founded by Christoph J. Weinman and his wife, Michelle, two incredible people that had the opportunity to meet. They host this event. It's all about speakers. It's all about sharing your message and getting on the stage, getting over the feels, getting out of your comfort zone.
Yep.
And while it's valuable for everybody, it still is there's a competition part, which makes it exciting. Who likes to compete? But there was a winner.
Hello.
There was a winner. Let me just share a little bit about Mel E.B., who I just met for the first time. And just to give you a little backdrop, I had sponsored the event with Christoph, and I was a judge. That was an amazing experience. And Mandy, I know you would have loved this if you were there. You would have been absolutely immersed. But I know you're going to enjoy this. So let me just share a little bit about Mel E.B. before we bring her on.
Sure.
Mel E.B. And by the way, her story had me to. I'll just tell you that. She hails from the inner city of Boston, Massachusetts. She was raised in the foster care system and left to fend for herself. She met many pitfalls along the way that a young lady would happen without a family. You know, because typically you have a family in your corner, but when you're by yourself at a young age, think about that. Some people will relate to this story. I know you will. She worked really hard not to become another statistical blip on the radar of life. She decided that she would use her voice to express her pain, trials, and tribulations, translating all of her energy into a voice of a woman, into a voice of women that may not be strong enough to stand up and have their voices heard their pain or understood their pain. But Mel believes she will no longer use the blanket of lies, but instead will use her nakedness of truth to help others get set free. What Mel E.B. has experienced has no color, race, or age. It only knows the art of destruction and killing one's spirit. Today, Mel E.B. stands before you unapologetically in her truth. She has an incredible story of overcoming, Mandy. And so today's a special day. We want to hear her story, a little bit about her story.
I can feel it.
And also, she won the Ultimate Speaker competition. So I want you to share this with one person. That's all I'm asking. Share it with one person that will be incredibly inspired. So help me welcome the winner of the Ultimate Speaker competition, hailing from Boston, Massachusetts, Miss Mel E.B.
Yes.
Hey, everybody. Hi. How is
There we
everyone?
go. We got the Liberty Bell here. You remember that?
I love it. I love it.
To the show.
Let me put this on.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
First of all, how you
we're
feeling?
thrilled to have you. We really are.
It was a Cinderella moment. I can't even sit here and pretend that it wasn't. I came in there not knowing anyone, never knowing that there is even such a thing as speaking coaches. I didn't know. I just came there with a vision and a hope and a dream of sharing my message.
Yeah, and I remember when you arrived, and I'm just going to speak off the cuff here. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
My observation is that when you arrived to the time you left, I knew you had a powerful story and a heart, and I feel like you've been maybe on some platforms before speaking, but what I experienced is somebody just completely stepping into her power. Like, because I remember like the feel, and I heard some conversations when you arrived, and then I'm watching, and then you're taking the stage, and then each time you went up, it was like it intensified until you embodied that final talk which you gave, which I don't know, if you had a dry eye, something was wrong because of your story. Am I in the line of what maybe might have happened?
Absolutely. Absolutely. There was something about that space. You know, I would be lying if I said that it was just your average run of the mill kind of experience. It's unbelievable the amount of support and love that you get in this space, but also it's almost impossible for you to enter into it and not exit unchanged. And I
Yeah.
mean
So
that sincerely.
that's so good. And we want to hit on that. But I also want to hear just if you could share a little bit about your story, because I think it's important for people to know a little bit about where you
Sure.
came from, because I know I shared the introduction, but you've overcome so much. And the fact that you're not a statistic anymore. Now you're stepping into your power. You're going to be a light for others.
Yeah, so I pray every day that I be a beacon of light for those that are in the dark, that I may illuminate their paths so that I can help them to find their drivers. And this is the truth, right? I come from a place where the things that go bump in the night, I've looked them in the eye. I've seen them at a really young age, at an age that no child should be exposed to the predators that this world has. And so when these things happen to a child, as you can imagine, there's no way from you to walk away and not be unscathed. There's no way from you to walk away without having issues emotionally and mentally, spiritually, even physically, right? If you can think about these
Yeah.
things as a kid, we worry about some of the simplest things as children, whether or not we're going to get to school on time or sit next to our best friend on the bus, or if our homework wasn't done quite right, right? Imagine now, let's amplify that to adult problems and being 12 and 13 years old. So my anxiety was through the roof, and I was a kid that was very angry at the world, and I let everybody who came in a 10-foot radius of me know this. So that's kind of how that all played out.
Yeah, and you're a testimony. And Mandy, I want to turn it over to you because I know you have a lot to share on this.
Absolutely, because first of all, I want to celebrate you and honor your spirit, because I've come from the same place. I've come from the same place. And my voice now, people will say to me, you say things that we cannot say. I'm an advocate for violence and sexual abuse against women. Been doing this for almost 17 years now. So I want to honor your spirit and the fact that you've come through all this and you've turned your pain into power, power. Yeah. There's something I'd like to ask you, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
When I was looking at your bio here, and I saw the art of destruction.
Yes.
And the killing of one's spirit.
Yes.
Can you describe for our audience how you see destruction and killing of one's spirit as an art, or how you associate the two together?
Absolutely.
Please.
So for me, what ended up happening was at 13, I was kidnapped and human trafficked out of Boston, Massachusetts, downtown. And I was forced into prostitution at 13 years old in New York City. There's something about that whole experience that is becoming an outer body experience.
Right.
I already at that point had gone through molestation and had horrible things happen to me at the hands of adults that were supposed to protect me.
Right.
So adding that to it, it was whatever little light that was left in me was gone. And so I was destroyed. There was nothing about me that even resembled who I am prior to these events or who I am today, right? I had to rebuild myself. That was 25 years of therapy. 25 years.
Wow.
That I finally today can stand before anyone and say, sis, I understand you. I spoke about this before. I'm an outlier and I'm fully aware of this. And let me explain. See, not everybody has my story, but I have a little bit of everybody in me. And I want people to understand that I can speak on so many topics because these things happen to me real time, which is very different than sitting in a school, not that I'm discounting it, but reading a book, learning about these things and trying to apply it. There's something about the surviving it.
Right.
You've got it. You've got it.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm going to pause for a minute.
Absolutely.
I want to just give a shout out to Christoph, who's on here, Christoph J. Wyman, who now Christoph saying,
Bye,
Mel, you be
Christoph.
powerful. beautiful heart, amazing story. She has overcome so much. The world will know who Mel E.B. is. And I know you have big dreams, bigger
Oh, yes.
platforms. You want to amplify your voice. And I think this is a major catalyst, a flashpoint, if you will, to
Oh
be
my gosh.
right. A
Yes.
flashpoint for
Yes.
you. Yeah. So, and now,
Yes.
and because of that, you're on this show, Flashpoint, right? So it's a piece of your story now, right? This show is a piece of
It's
your story.
amazing.
Yes.
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 Christoph found me. Let's
How
be
did he
honest.
find you? How did he find you?
Facebook.
He has a way. He
Facebook.
has a way.
I had a
Find you.
video. Yeah, we found each other on Facebook. I had a video placed out that I had recorded by someone I didn't know.
Yeah.
They put it out there and it got about 2,000 views. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. No platform, no followers. I don't have any of this. And then somebody else found it. And it got close to almost 25,000 views in 4 days and was
Nice.
shared almost 400 times. And it happens like a flash. Like, you are correct.
Yeah.
You are so right in this whole analogy of that flashpoint happening. When
Yes.
Christoph and I were talking a week ago, no one knew who Mel E.B. was. No one had ever heard that name before in the speaking world, at least. But he said, I'm going to give you a chance, kid. He didn't say it like that, but I kind of felt that way.
Mama,
And
yeah.
I came to him and I said, listen, I'm coming to you fully transparent. Here's the deal. He said, you know what? If you can get there, you can be there. We're going to make room for you. And he did that. Boy, did he ever do that.
Wow. Powerful, Mel. Powerful.
Yeah.
We're glad you're
So I'm
here.
excited.
Yeah, we're glad you're here. And in a moment, we're going to bring on our next guest. But what's your vision? Like, you got your story, you go to the ultimate speaker. Christoph gives you this opportunity. You win first place. Cinderella story. Now you're here on Flashpoint TV. You made it. Hold on, you made it.
Absolutely.
But where do you want? What's your vision? What's your vision?
My vision is to be on television, syndicated in front of you 5 days a week at 4 p.m. And I want to bring this energy to everyone because there's not enough people receiving the pouring in that they need. There's so much negative energy out there right now. I don't want to be a part of that. I want to be part of the transition of the positivity. And I want to be that voice for people that think that there's no way out. And they think that they're all alone. And they think that they have nobody that could ever understand the pain that they're experiencing or have experienced. And I want it from the top of any perch or tree I can find or building, scream and let them know you are not alone.
That's right.
And you are loved and you are somebody and you can do it.
Yes. And there's a shift going on. This is just coming through. Like, there's a lot of this is intuitive. And I opened the show with this, right? There's a shift going on, right? And the sand is flowing. The sands of time are flowing through. Let's be a part of the intention to make the world a better place. And that's what Mel is doing. She's become a part of the intention to amplify a voice that can be heard, that maybe it saves one person, maybe it saves a million, but it starts with one. It starts with the power of an intention right now. I can't compete. I don't have a huge budget for this, right? We distribute on E360 TV. We're on Apple TV, Amazon TV. We're on Roku. And I'm so appreciative of that. One person that shares this and it reaches one person, and here's Mel's voice. Here's her story of overcoming. It could change someone's life. Yesterday, we did a show on mini miracles. One decision, one click. I saw the show. And it changes someone's life. I'm asking you to share this.
Isn't that amazing?
With one person, yes.
It all it takes, it collectively coming together.
Yeah.
Just one person.
It's the ripple effect. But you have to be intentional. You have to make the choice. I did something similar a few years ago. I went into a truck competition thinking I was winning the truck. And DJ on the stage in front of 500 people asks me why I'm such a strong woman. And I said, what kind of a question is that for a car competition? But anyway, he gave me the mic. I faced the audience, and right at the back of the audience, one woman stood up and she was just silently clapping as I told my story. And when I came off the stage, everyone was patting me on the back saying that was great, good job. And I headed right down to the back and I contacted this girl, and she was crying, and she said, you just spoke everything I needed to speak. That's all she needed. One person. And you
that's
are
our
it.
tribe.
That's our tribe, girlfriend. That's our tribe.
Yes, absolutely
Freedom.
amazing.
Freedom.
Absolutely.
Sign language.
Yeah.
Freedom. Yes.
Can I just say very quickly, I know it's my time and I don't want to be
You're good.
in your
Keep
space.
going.
The rock that I received at the event, they offered each person to pick a rock out of this velvet
Yes.
bag. So you had no idea what you were picking.
Wow.
And my rock was freedom.
Oh,
Freedom.
my
Give
email
yourself a
address is
freedom.
freedom.
Right?
Can you
Freedom.
feel
I'm
it?
like
Can you feel
goosebumps.
the energies? I'm
Yeah.
covered.
Yeah.
Covered.
Yeah.
I need a bigger Liberty Bell.
Freedom49@gmail.com. That's 49 when I freed myself from 30 years of abuse. Girlfriend, we have to connect. We have to connect.
Yes.
So we're going to connect.
Yes.
So Mel, I'm going to keep you on as we
Yes.
bring on our next guest, Dana
Sure.
Banks. You're going to meet Dana here real time. And she was giving you some congrats in the private chat. And I just want to give an honor to everybody who's here live.
Oh.
Go Marilyn Morales.
Hey, Marilyn. Hi.
Marilyn was in
She's
the opening
powerful
speech
too.
as well.
Woo.
Absolutely.
A lot of
And actually,
powerful
she's a
women in this
VIP, Flashpoint 4.0. So we're going to be talking about that too. So Marilyn says, if we touch one person, we have done our job. And Duchess
done our
DJ
job.
Love
That's
saying,
it.
share the love, share the love.
Be the love.
Yeah.
Be the love.
Go
Be
Mel.
the kindness.
Yeah.
And then one
Just
more
be
for
that beacon of light.
Be that
Beacon of light every time. Put that light bulb on.
Well, Mel took a leap of faith. She signed up 5 days before the event. That is the way it
That is
happens.
a leap of
You're
faith.
moved in the moment, grab it. All right, let's
Yes.
bring on our next guest. I'm going to bring
Yeah.
Dana on
Yeah.
because I want to
Go with the energy inside.
Absolutely.
Right, and then I'll tell you about Dana after she's on. So Dana, I'm going to bring you on right now. This is exciting.
Hello.
Dana, welcome. Good to see you.
Congratulations,
Thank
Mel B.
you. Thank you so
You
much.
are an
Hi, Dana.
inspiration. Can you hear me?
Yes,
we
yes,
can.
yes.
Okay,
Thank
sounds
you.
great. I'm glad to be here, but I was really inspired by Mel
thank you.
B's story. Is it Mel or Mel B?
Mel E.B.
Mel B. Okay. Well, you
Mel
are an
E.B.
inspiration, and
Thank
be
you.
proud of who you are because you are doing it.
You know, very
So
quickly,
proud.
I always say that I stand unapologetically in my light and in my truth.
And that just radiates from you. I can
Thank you.
just feel the energy. So be
I
proud of
appreciate
that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So I'm gonna talk about Dana, and then we'll have a little exchange, and then Mel's gonna be leaving us for now. But I want you to connect with Mel. Mel, we'll get that point. And so Mel, we'll get your connection. Why don't we do that right now? How can people connect with you, Mel?
That was
So
my question. Go on.
Sure, of course. So I currently can be found on Facebook, Mel E.B.
Easy.
Or yeah, right. Or you can also go on my page, Chats with Mel E.B. And you can also always email me at Mel, M-E-L, at chatswithmel1word.com.
There you go. Beautiful. So let's talk about Dana here. So we get a little bit to know about Dana, because I actually got to know a lot about Dana before I knew about Dana. Does that make sense? I feel like I've known Dana for like a decade, and I've probably known her. I don't even know. Dana, how long have we known each other?
Couple of months.
Couple months, yeah.
Yeah.
Couple of months. I feel like I've known her for like years. So, and so I'm learning her credentials, but does that make sense? I feel like I know her as a person for years. So, but her credentials speak for themselves too. I just want to give you a little bit of that. She's got her MBA. She's been really successful in sales and communication. She's been recognized for multiple awards. And that sounds pretty cool, right? I'm about to put it into perspective. She's also was very active in hospital. Think about the heart of somebody who does that. Think about that. She's one of the most intuitive, empathic people I have ever met. And I'm not saying that as an exaggeration. She's amazing. She's multi-talented. And what's exciting is that You are writing a book. Well, I should say the book is probably done. And I'm described the postcard, pennies, promise. And it's about your mother who's passed. You've journaled 11 years on it. And you've had this incredible experience. Anybody's experienced loss, like this is going to touch your soul. And I'll tell you what's even more exciting, Dana, it's official as of, I don't know, Dana, would you message me midnight last night? Like, I get up, like a message from Dana. I'm like, what time is it? It must have been after midnight. Hey, I'm in. So Dana is officially in the Flashpoint documentary 2.0. One of the five.
Wow.
Welcome,
Yeah.
Dana.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
Awesome.
awesome.
So Mel, I want to give it to you just to say something to Dana before we say goodbye for you for now.
Yes. Well, just for now, because I'm coming back, baby.
Oh,
You know how I
yes.
say it. Dana, can I just say the kind of work that you're doing, not only does it take compassion and love for another soul, but it brings the whole art form of empathy to another level.
It really
And I
does.
want to thank you for ushering those souls to the next stage of their existence and their experience. I said it before and I'll say it again. We are spiritual beings having a human experience.
Yeah.
Perfect way.
So kudos to you.
Thank you
I'm
so
so
much.
happy to be here in this space with you all. Thank you so much, Mr. Austin, for offering and allowing me this opportunity. Miss May, we have amazing work to do together, darling. I can't
Yes, we
wait
do.
for us to get together and have
There you go.
cyber coffee. So
So
thank you for this opportunity.
thank you, Mel EB.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Mel
Mel
EB. God bless
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Thank you for
Thanks.
being
God
Take
here.
bless.
care.
Mel EB, I want to encourage you to go into the chat
Hugs.
and type in your contact info so people can connect in the chat, either on
Absolutely.
Facebook and YouTube. All right, everyone.
Absolutely.
So we're going to say goodbye
Take
to
care,
Mel
everyone.
for now. God bless
Thank
you.
you.
Bye,
Stay
Mel.
connected.
Bless.
Be well.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
You too.
Okay, we're back now with Dana. Dana, this is really cool. I'm really excited to. Let me see if we can get. How's this? Like that better? Let's do this. There we go. So
I know the
That's
sun.
better.
The sunshine is shining through. In fact, I
That's
wanted
okay.
to usher in the show in my new office. I'm doing a whole house renovation,
Okay.
and my office is finally ready, but the internet's a little spotty, so I had to transition upstairs. But here I am.
You're here, Dana,
We're
and
glad
this is so
you're here.
because Liz for me is like an old friend. Like we're getting
Yeah,
together here to chat.
absolutely.
So we're gonna keep it. Whatever comes out is gonna come out. Like I don't even have anything planned, to be honest. So I mean, what I'm saying is I want to honor Dana and Mandy. I know you have a lot to share too. So let's get into it. What's rising up for you right now, Dana? What's coming to you right now?
So what's coming to me now is the fact that I look at so many folks that have did things in the latter part of their life. Specifically, Harry Bernstein, when he wrote the book at, I think he was 94 years old. And I look at, because there was a point in my life to where, especially with the smear campaign that happened to me, that truly was a lesson to where it could have destroyed me or it could have elevated me. But my faith is so strong and I have been through so much. I haven't even shared what had happened in my childhood, although I will at the right time. But that particular time in April, when I gave the most, I literally put my life on hold, gave my all only to go through the smear campaign experience. But I'll tell you, I remained faithful, and prayer is powerful. I have so many stories in addition to journaling about the experience with my mom. I have amazing stories of miracles, stories that are not only awe-inspiring, but they will sear through your soul.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And so I have witnessed miracles. And so this was no different, but I'm still human. And it hurt. It hurt to know that there's so many people out there that hurt and they take their anger and frustration out on everyone.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. We can't save the world.
Right.
And I'm not going to do that any longer. I'm going to celebrate myself and put myself first, but still, continue to help
Yes.
others.
Yes.
And
And I want to
so
share
I'm
this.
at a point now to where I am celebrating myself. I am, just like Mel B had said, she's not, she's unapologetic. Kudos to her, because I'm not either, because I'm worth every bit of who I am. And so that's where I'm at. And I'll tell you, Austin, Mandy, the circle of people that I have connected with through Jose and I always rave about Jose because I have had the extraordinary experience of being with him since he was 20 years old as his mentor, and I was his manager.
Amazing.
And I'll tell you, when you can experience that, it's priceless. It is priceless. And so the law of attraction and the connection of having people that genuinely care about you. They could care less about the money, although money makes the world go round. But the type of individuals, Austin, Mandy, Emilio, Daniela, Jose, Jesse Cruz, just to name a few, everyone in our network, they're family to me. It's not even a network, it's family to me, because they're very genuine and they truly care about not only their success but the success of others. And when you have that type of support, again, that's priceless. I have purpose now more than ever before, and I have succeeded quite a lot in my life, but I still did not feel as though I deserved it. But you best believe I deserve it. And I'm going for everything.
So
everything that
I'm going to jump in for one
I
moment.
deserve.
You deserve every bit of it. It's interesting because this morning on the show, I do a show every morning, Gratitude Inspiration. And sometimes things just come out. I pulled out a quote from Ben Franklin. I don't know when he wrote it. It was from Poor Richard's Almanac, late 1700s, early 1800s. And Mandy probably remembers. It says, "He who loves himself has no rivals. He who loves himself has no rivals." Think about that. That is profound. And that is what you're proclaiming here today. You're basically learning to love yourself and step into your power because you are valuable.
Yes.
You do have things to give. And as you sit right now, there's no other, I need to go get that next degree or get that next achievement. You can give right from where you stand.
You do. Right. It's very important. And, again, there are so many people that have so much anger inside, and I have no control over that, but I do have control over my happiness, and I cannot look to anyone else to fulfill that. And I'm learning that. Even at 51 years old, I'm still learning things from my granddaughters that perhaps I didn't know. Every single day, we have to live in that present moment, because that's all we have is right now. And, I expressed this before, that I constantly look towards the future. And that really got me nowhere. It gave me anxiety, uncertainty. But now that I'm living for the present, I'm going for it. I'm literally.
How beautiful is that?
I'm super excited. Yeah.
So
that's where all magic happens, right in the present moment. The power of pure presence. The power of pure presence. And I can feel your energy. I can feel it radiating from you. And it's just beautiful to receive and feel a part of that. And again, congratulations and celebrating you sort of stepping out of your comfort zone into the magic of the life that's now happening for you. It's just awesome how it's unfolding.
So I want to share this. This is like trying to put an ocean into a raindrop. Okay. So this time has been amazing, and we're going to still continue to chat. But I want to make a point that Dana's going to be in the documentary. So this is going to showcase the story, at least in a larger context, that's leading to the book. That's going to lead to multiple books, because you're going to have multiple books that are going to be available. And it's going to touch a lot of people, because everybody everybody that I know on this planet has experienced loss.
Yes.
And even to this day, we don't know what to do with it. We don't know how to make sense of it.
We don't.
And I think through your story about your mother, it's going to touch people. It's going to give them, it may not fix everything, but it's going to give them a new perspective.
It is.
On how to process it. Maybe just sitting, maybe you can sit in the gap a little longer and start to believe again, you know? And I think Dana's going to give that and so much more to this. So we have a bunch of surprises that we're going to be doing here, but Dana, is there anything you wanted to share on what was said by myself or Mandy?
Could you repeat that? I got the rain coming down. It's a little hard to
Okay.
hear.
No, I just giving you an opportunity to reflect on what we just said.
About the book. And
Well, just about anything.
Experience. So, so I've been journaling for 11 years. I lost my mom in 2011. She was my best friend. I'm her only daughter. And we didn't always see eye to eye. In fact, we were estranged for a few months before she passed. But nonetheless, my mom she didn't care about material things, but her heart was bigger than the sun. And she always, very similar to myself, she always kind of gave herself and, gave of herself to others and kind of neglected herself, so to speak. But we always had the common understanding about the afterlife. And I want people to know that with my book, I'm not really pushing a belief on anyone. My book is centered around my experience, and I embrace everyone's experience. I'm not judgmental, but I know based upon my experiences, and my children have also had experiences, and that will be featured in my second book. It will be exclusive to how my mother communicates with her grandchildren, and that's going to be phenomenal. So the book that will be released in January focuses and centers around who my mom was as a person, what she instilled in me, and then how it started off that she communicated. The stories are profound, and I'm also including photos as well. So there are some very, very significant photographs that will go along with the stories. And it is my desire that, again, even if I touch one person, that is my intention. I want folks to know that you're not alone. You're not alone. I consider myself spiritual, not so much religious, but I know that there's a God. I know that there's a higher power, but I know that however it may be, our loved ones can certainly communicate with us. And I want folks to know that.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you very much. And you're going to be speaking and continue. So we're going to get to know more about you and your story. So we have about 14 minutes left. I'm going to keep you on. I'm going to give Mandy an opportunity. And we have a special, I got a video I want to share because I'm pretty excited about this. We got a couple things we want to share as we round up. So we're going to keep you on as well. Mandy, is there anything you'd like to reflect back before I transition to the video?
You don't want me to do the recap now?
No, just want to do just whatever's in the moment.
Actually, there is one thing that I want to reflect back here, because as you know, I always find a common theme throughout the whole of the show. And the common theme that really, really stands out with Mel, with Dana, with me, with you, is this bringing an awareness to people that they are not alone.
Amen.
Yes, we have God above and the energy and the way he communicates with us, but we have people proximity in this group with Flashpoint who care, hold each other accountable, love, support, whatever you need. We are family. We are not alone.
Amen.
Thank you for that. Now we're going to share something exciting.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm almost off my seat.
So Dana, stay with me. We're going to move everybody into the green room. We're going to share a video, and I want you to get excited. All right, here we go. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. So that's very excited about that. February of 2023, we're working on a retreat to advance a mastermind. We haven't really landed on the name, but it's magical. It is absolutely going to be magical. We have Diana from South Africa on here.
Diana.
The space. She's got an
Hey,
incredible
Diana.
story as well. So magical. It's absolutely magical. Costa Rica retreat, February of 2023.
DJ.
And then Marilyn saying, I can't wait to read Dana's book.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I cannot wait to read her book.
Absolutely. That's right. Marilyn's got a book out too.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll have to see about getting Marilyn on the show. You, when's the book going to be released? Let's just hit that and then we'll.
January the 6th of 2023.
January the 6th of 2023. And how
And
can
it's in pre-launch now. And in fact, I have the cover right here.
Oh, there you go.
You guys can see
Beautiful.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
So that's a very memorable photo of my mother and I when I have very few photos of her as a child. And that photo just is my everything. It captures her personality and the moments that we've had together. And so very treasured photograph.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That shows that her spirit is coming through everything that you're doing.
Absolutely.
And
I do have the website. It's DanaLynnBanks.com. And so I update my blog regularly. It's called Dana's Diary. And so I provide updates and I do share some bonuses that are in the book as well.
One N or two? DanaLynnBanks.com, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is it one N or two?
Two.
Okay. Let me see if I can pull it. Okay, here it is. Yep. All right. So we can make sure that people can find you on the website there, right?
Yes.
So let me see if we can get that up for everybody here now. There we go. Add banner. So we can get DanaLynnBanks.com. You can find out there so you can follow along, watch this journey, and be a part of it. And we're excited to have Dana a part of this program that we're building. So final thoughts, Mandy, before we move into, and Dana, you're welcome to stay along as you want. It's up to you. We're going to wrap up the show. Mandy, back to you for
final thoughts. There is so much going on in this community that is beneficial to every single person that steps into the programs, whether it's the morning routine of inspiration that you do every day, whether it's the Power of Pure Presence, the show that's building momentum on a Sunday at 10, whether it's the Flashpoint TV series, the ACT program. We have so many opportunities to help you with your breakthrough, to help you grow, to help you reach the levels of service to others and bringing a light to other people's lives that no other community I've ever been in offers.
Wow.
The key thing is only you can do something to take advantage with it. You have to make a conscious decision to say, I need change. I need help. I need people that are going to love and care about me and hear me, not just listen to me. And this is where it happens. So I'm urging every single person on here, and when it's shared out, whoever comes across this, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain by making one conscious decision to connect with Austin at chatwithaustin.com. Make it happen.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Mandy. I appreciate it. And Dana, I would love for you to share a couple words since we met, like what's been happening.
As far as you and I are
working together. Yeah.
So man, I went through from 0 to 100 and really quick. So just collaborating together. The Flashpoint is just really exciting. I missed the Flashpoint in last time, but I'm ready for Flashpoint in October. I'm really excited to experience that and work with Austin and just really experience my gifts. A lot of encouragement. I want to just the sky isn't the limit. It's so much more than that.
Yes.
Just been supportive of one another. And also I've been encouraging others as well. So, it's almost like it's not real. I know it's real, but literally I have pinched myself a few times.
Wow.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this, because I want to give people an immediate opportunity. So how about an immediate opportunity to do something? Obviously there's social media, there's videos everywhere. Sunday where there's an event happening.
Oh yeah, the event. Oh,
so why don't we talk about that, Dana? Because you're involved with that.
I'm like a deer in headlights. So the event is very, it's a very rare opportunity, extremely rare. And in fact, Dr. Andrea literally has made the event free of charge. I mean,
I didn't even know that.
Yes.
You would literally pay
donation by donation.
You would literally pay $500 for it to have this intimate networking opportunity with celebrities. And if you don't show up, shame on you. You missed the boat.
Yep.
Who would not show up? I know I'm showing up.
So just to be clear, she moved it from donation based to free, correct?
Free. It's free.
Oh,
and she, she even expressed today, you can pay $1 or you can pay $10,000 or you can pay nothing. Just show up. Now that is a heart-centered person.
Oh my
God.
Up.
Oh,
it's in Maryland.
Show up.
I dropped the link here for everybody.
Oh.
So the link is there.
Goosebumps.
Chat.
Goosebumps.
If you want to find the event, go the Leaders Amped for Change experience, and it's on Eventbrite. Leaders Amped for Change, and AMPed stands for authenticity, music, philanthropy, entrepreneurship, and duty.
Yes.
And there's going to be live music at the end of the event. And I'm going to be.
And something else is extraordinarily going to happen. So the gentleman, I don't know his name off the top of my head, but he's actually going to present a piece of music at the 9/11.
That's right.
Memorial event, but he is going to present it at the event on Sunday for the first time.
Yes. So there's a gentleman who wrote music that's going to be performed at the Pentagon in D.C. in honor of 9/11. That's the first time the world's going to hear it. We're going to have it this Sunday. The event's between 1 and 5. 1 and 5. I'm speaking. And also, Uwe Collins is going to be there. Who's that? Who's Uwe Collins? There's James Brown. You heard of James Brown? I Got Soul, right? His guitarist named Bootsy Collins. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well, his son, who's also on a musical trajectory like his father, is going to be there. So there's going to be music. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So I'm excited to share the stage with them and be there. Jose is going to be there. Many people from the Connected Leaders Academy are going to be there. Dana's going to be there.
And now it's also geared towards the veteran community as well, because we are also going to have a gentleman that has a book called Broken Pieces. It's
veterans.
It's really an event for veterans as well. And so I encourage, if you know veterans, go ahead.
Marilyn's showing up too. Yeah. So the veterans part, my
Keep
dad
showing up. Awesome.
My dad was in the Vietnam, and the VA. There's been some stuff about the VA. So this gentleman, Ted Blickwedel, I want to say his name.
Yes.
He's lobbied to get more benefits for veterans.
Yes.
And he wrote a book about it. He's going to be there. So there's a interesting dynamic here that's created.
And now also the gentleman, he has a television show and he fixes up houses for the veterans.
That's right.
And he's going to speak as well. So just a very big variety of different speakers. So there's something for everyone. So like I said, I mean, you can even, it's a short distance from Delaware, Philly, New York, anyone, so I encourage anyone in those areas to definitely show up. You can't go wrong. It's very, very good opportunity to network.
Yep. So we're going to do a quick final thing here because we got about a minute left. I'm going to say this. Get to this weekend, Sunday. And also, Flashpoint 4.0 is filling up. Marilyn Morales just bought a VIP ticket. That event is going to sell out the VIP. So make sure, I'll put the link in there. Make sure you get your VIP ticket. They will sell out. They will sell out. Take action, get your ticket. So I'm just going to go back over. So Dana, final words.
I just thank you so much for the opportunity. I really do. I'm new at all this, so I'm a little rusty, but I'm getting better.
You're doing
and
great.
So I just, thank you so much for the opportunity. I love everyone in the group just have been so supportive. So I'm ready to continue to go, support one another, and also offer my contributions as well in a positive way. So thank you so much. Thank you, Mandy, so much.
Mandy, final words.
Love you. This is a heart-centered community. It's based on touching people's lives and changing them. Decide to step in now.
We'll end on that note. Thanks for being here, everyone. We'll be back next week with more guests, more inspiration. Stay plugged in. Keep showing up for yourself. Love yourself, and you'll have no rivals. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye.